Welcome to today's edition of Mampara of the Day. And today's Mampara Award is a wide blanket award being awarded to the entire mainstream media of South Africa. And if you're a member of the mainstream media in South Africa and you believe that this Mampara of the Day award does not apply to you, ask yourself the question: has the media, the branch of media that you represent, have they been reporting on the student protests that have been taking place in South Africa? If the answer is yes, then I'm talking to you. And seeing that each and every single branch, print, radio, television, internet, across the board, has been reporting on the student protests in South Africa, then it applies to blanketly the entire mainstream media in South Africa. And why do I say that? I'm calling the entire mainstream media in South Africa Mampara of the Day because they do not understand, you do not understand the simple definition of English words. And what are you doing in media if you don't understand the words that you are using in the reports that you're giving? Why do I say that? Well, let's look at two very important words and what their definitions are. It's the word protest and the word riot. Have a look. Let's take a look at the definition of the word protest. A protest, also called a remonstrance, remonstration, or a demonstration, is an expression of bearing witness on behalf of an express cause by words or actions with regard to particular events, policies, or situations. Protests can take many different forms, from individual statements to mass demonstrations. Protesters may cause protests in a way of publicly making their opinion heard in an attempt to influence public opinion or government policy, or they may take direct action in an attempt to enact the desired changes themselves, bearing in mind that the word protest is synonymous with peaceful activity. Let's take a look at the definition of the word riot. Riot is a form of civil disorder, commonly characterized by a group lashing out in a violent public disturbance against authority, property, or people. Riots typically involve vandalism and the destruction of property, both public and private. The property targeted varies depending on the riot and the inclinations of those involved. Targets can include shops, cars, restaurants, state-owned institutions, and religious buildings. That's right, a protest is a peaceful way of getting your point across. When it comes to riot, the primary goal within a riot is vandalism and malicious damage to property. Within the South African Constitution, the right to protest is protected by the South African Constitution. So if you are a protester, you are operating within the law. But if you are rioting, if you are vandalizing, if you are causing malicious damage to property, that is no longer a protest. You are rioting. And if you're rioting, causing malicious damage to property, that is a criminal offense. Obviously, the mainstream media in South Africa is pussyfooting around the situation. The African National Congress and the government at large is pussyfooting around the situation. Why? Because the students at the universities of South Africa are the next generation of political leadership coming through. They're the next generation of voting fodder coming through. And the last thing the ruling party would be wanting to do is to be alienating all of these next generation of voters and political leadership coming through. Therefore, they're pussyfooting around the situation and doing their utmost to make sure that mainstream media continues to pussyfoot around the situation. But let's be brutally honest here. What's happening across the university campuses in South Africa are riots. And sooner or later, you as mainstream media in South Africa are going to need to acknowledge the fact that these are illegal activities that are taking place. But until then, you as the mainstream media of South Africa get my award for Mampara of the Day. What do you think? This being a dialogue between the two of us, you and I, do you agree with me that what's happening in universities across South Africa are riots and that they're not protests? Then give this video a thumbs up. If you think I'm completely out of line, give this video a thumbs down. Either which way, thumbs up or thumbs down, let me know what you feel about the situation. Very importantly, like and share this video out amongst your friends. Post your comments, questions, criticisms in the comment section down below. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button that's down there as well. And last but by no means least, try not to get yourselves lost or killed, and I'll see you tomorrow.